guys, welcome back to my channel. This look today is an everyday makeup routine for beginners as well. So I'm sharing with you guys my everyday foundation routine that I do to get out the house really quickly but not look like I did it quickly. Okay, but this is also beginner friendly because you don't have to sit here and sculpt your brow for hours. You don't have to sit here and highlight and contour like 1,000 steps. So if you want to know how to get this look and you're a beginner, I've used both affordable and high-end brands in this look. So if you would just like to see a affordable or maybe drugstore only makeup everyday routine, definitely comment down below in the description. Comment down below and let me know. So let's go ahead and keep on watching so you can learn how to do this everyday makeup look. Also, make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, but I don't really know how to use Twitter. So as I was saying, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. I've already applied vitamin C serum and I have my handy dandy spoolie brush for my eyebrows, and I also have some Got To Be here. Now this is this is the affordable version of it. However, you can use an eyebrow gel. They do have some eyebrow gel so you can slick the hair down. I've already applied vitamin C serum to my skin, so I'm not gonna be doing any moisturizer. This vitamin C serum definitely made my skin look glowy, and if you guys want to see an updated regimen for my skincare routine, because now I have time to have a skincare routine, definitely let me know. So like I said, we're going to be using this Got To Be gel, and we're going to slick my eyebrows back so we can lay it. So I'm just using a little bit of just a dime size, and I'm going to put in the back of my hand. I'm just going to dip my wand into it and just slick the hair back. And you want to slick it upwards, just following the shape, just slicking it upwards to keep the hair in place. Now you don't have to use this one. Like I said, there are eyebrow gels out there. So if you're scared about your skin and if you have sensitive skin, definitely use the eyebrow gel. We're gonna jump right into foundation, and for my foundation lately I've been using the Becca foundation, and it's in the shade Warm Honey. So as far as foundation matching, the best thing you want to do is see if it blends really well into your chin. And if you can barely see it, if you feel like, whoa, this looks like my skin, then that's your shade. As you can see, I don't have any like different shade tones going on. It is the actual shade of my skin, so that's what I've been using lately, and I do love the finish on it, the coverage, everything, and it is the Becca foundation. Obviously, we just slicked our eyebrows, and I don't want to, go ahead and fill them out or even put concealer around it. I wanted to let it dry first, so I'm gonna jump right into my foundation. And it also saves you time. If you're a beginner and you're trying to get out the house, you don't want to spend 40 minutes doing your makeup. You want to probably spend about 20, or I would say 30, but 20 minutes is more acceptable. So I'm still using my handy brush. I still use a brush to apply my foundation. The only reason why is I don't like using a beauty blender because sometimes it can take a little bit of the product. Using a brush kind of helps distribute the product and pack it on a little bit better. So I'm just gonna put it at the back of my hand first and then applying it into my skin. So I'm buffing that into my skin. And as you can see, it's a luminous finish because I do love a matte look. So I don't really go for a matte foundation so my skin is not too dry. So I don't mind if it's not a matte finish. If you're going for an everyday look, you might want to go for more of a luminous because you're still going to set. So it's okay. This is more of everyday finish. As you can see, it looks definitely like my shade. I'm not going like circular motion, I'm just pressing it right into my skin. So as you can see, it is a luminous finish. I'm gonna make sure I dab it and soften it one last time. Make sure you blend that in well. So now we're gonna go ahead and do our first concealer. The first concealer I'm using is by Juvia, and this is the darkest concealer that I'm going to be applying. I'm using the darkest concealer first. I go with 3 concealers from darkest to lightest, and this is the number 11. And as you can see, it's not that bright. It's kind of close to my skin. I do apply it on my eyes just a little bit because we're not really doing eyeshadow today since it's an everyday look. So you want, if you have, I don't have dark circles around my eyes, but if you are someone that do have dark circles around your eyes, I would suggest, if you're not doing any eyeshadow, do apply some concealer on your eyelids. So the second shade I am going with, it is with the Colorpop concealer, and it is in the shade medium dark 120, and applying that right on top of that other, I'm applying that right on top of that other concealer, and also the bridge of my nose, and just dragging it upwards like so. And this also helps you, like I said, with the whole process. You don't have to spend an hour doing your makeup. This is very beginner friendly if you know, follow the steps a little bit. Okay, last concealer we're going with, which is the third one, which is, as you can see, it is a lot lighter. It is the Morphe concealer, and it is the color 3, well, no, I don't know why Morphe has like a whole algebra on for their numbers, but it is C2.35. I'm gonna leave it in the description below because you're gonna be like, what is that a math question? No, but it is I can't even remember. C2.35, gosh. Anyways, I wish they had like a regular name for it, but no. So I'm just applying that right in the corners. And this is the lightest shade, obviously, and I'm gonna do right in the bridge of my nose as well. Now, this is the shade we're also going to be using to sculpt our brows, and that is what we're about to do in a little bit. Anyways, I've already damped my beauty blender. I'm just going to blend that. So I do use a beauty blender for my concealer because I use a lot and I don't want all that product to stay there, so it kind of helps to absorb some of the product for me, but I don't want that for my foundation. So for my foundation I use a brush, and then for my concealer I use a beauty blender. I'm just gonna press that in very lightly. I think this is so much better than having to do the brows first and all that other stuff. As you can see, I'm already highlighted at my eyes and probably look a little crazy, but it's gonna come together. It's gonna come together. I am going to be setting, and I use 2 setting powders, and this is the Sasha Buttercup and the Jeffree Star. Now, I don't want to hear it. I know the whole Jeffree Star, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. It's good, and I use it, and I love it. But in the affordable video, I will show you guys another one you could use. You don't have to use 2. This is what I use every day, preferably. So I'm going to be going with the darkest one, which is the banana. So I'm not using my beauty blender. I'm using a flat foundation brush to just apply that. Now I do bake still. Now you don't have to apply it as much as I am, but I do like a highlighted look. So I definitely like to bake it on. But it's just about how you blend it out, which I will show you guys how to do that. Okay. And then for the nose, you want to try to get it as straight as possible. But if you don't, it's okay because we're gonna sharpen that up later. Apply some on my forehead and some right here. With the lightest one you don't need a lot. And I also love the smell of it. I know you guys, you know, Jeffree Star, you know, whatever, but it smells so good. It smells like candy. So I'm just applying the light one right here. And then the bridge of my nose again. Using a finish powder, and then this is the Iman finish powder in the color Earth Medium. Using a nice fluffy and just dabbing that on. It's going to warm you up. It's going to set that foundation, and that's why I don't use a matte foundation, because I figured I'm going with a powder. I don't want to use a matte foundation and then look dry as hell by the end and not like it. So we're not doing that. Guys, if you haven't seen, I did a review on this contour shade. It is the Morphe Glamabronze in the color Supreme. Beautiful, beautiful. For all my chocolate lady for a nice contour color, this is it. So you want to look for the hollow points of your cheeks and blend that upwards. You see that? You see how I'm already cutting it? Now, you just want to use a little bit because it's pretty pigmented. I'm applying a little bit at the surrounding of my face. So the second shade that I'm going in to blend that darkness, it is the Sasha Buttercup. Now, believe it or not, Sasha Buttercup actually has blushes in this color specifically, is very nice. And it is the color, hold on, let me see what it's called. This is Santa Fe. All right, as you can see, I'm starting to be warm. And you need to be warm during the winter. Bronze away. Like, y'all know how much I feel about bronze. So, blending away the setting powder now. I'm using a fluffy Real Technique brush and I'm not swiping it out. I'm pressing it and just sweeping it. And that is why I tell you it's okay for me to use a lot of setting powder, because it's how you blend it out. You just want to blend it into your skin and not like away from your skin. So I'm still going to leave that line. The shade that I'm using to contour my nose is the second shade that I use for my cheeks. And I will show you guys what I use to contour my nose. It is a flat top angle brush and just tapping that lightly. Because, you know, we don't want to look Michael Jackson-ish now, sorry. I love Michael, but I just don't want that nose. I never really had a problem with my nose growing up, so I can't really, like, say, you know, I hate it. So I just do it very slightly, and I blend it slightly upwards towards my brows. Now brows, let's get into brows. So for your eyebrows, you do have two options. You could use a pomade or a eyebrow pencil. I personally use both, but today, to make it easier on everybody and on myself, I'm going to be using an eyebrow pencil. Now, I'm just going to be using a good old like eyebrow pencil brush. And remember how we slicked our brows earlier? These babies are not going to be moving. So we're just going to draw where we feel like we need more hair. Not in the actual hair, just where we feel like we need to add more hair. And I'm just going to add brushes that I use to angle my brows. And if you remembered, I said we're going to be using the C2.15. We're going to be cleaning up the brows, which is my favorite part. All right, let's do this. And I'm just carving out the brow shape. So I'm just following the natural shape of my brows, and that's why I brushed them up earlier. And this concealer color, as you can see, is perfect. It's not too light, but it's also getting the job done. And you don't have to drag this all the way down, hence why I told you guys to put some concealer on your lids prior to this. And the same thing for the other brow. So like I said, you don't want to blend that out too much. Now for the top, it's optional for you to clean it up or not, but I definitely like to get my arch sharp, so I clean it up. And like I said, I just do the top, but mostly the ends of it. And same thing for here. All tapered blending brush, and that's how I blend this out. Just blend that out into your lids, into your skin. And as you can see, whenever I'm blending something out, I don't circle it out, I just tap it into place and into the skin. Using a smaller fluffy brush this time, and I'm just gonna go into my Sasha Buttercup Setting powder. I'm not gonna use a lot at all. I'm just going to set that into place. And remember, press it inwards. Press it into your skin to see it coming together now. I know you're like, okay, I see what you're doing here. So I'm using this Juvia's Place blush palette. It's a little messed up. Let's not talk about it. I travel when I do makeup, so it probably fell all over the place. I'm going in this nice orange shade and just dabbing that right into my cheek. And on top of my forehead, only because just in case that concealer that I did for my brows got, in the way, just gonna buff that out. You could use any mascara. This is a Milani mascara, but you don't have to use, if you're wearing lashes, I don't think the kind of mascara you're using should be, that important. But if you're not, definitely get something. I think Better Than Sex is really good, so you should get that. I'm actually going to be doing this very quickly, so watch. And I'm using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive in the color Clear. What to do is apply it to your lash line, but not touching the hair, just a little bit of the skin, but not too much, just a clear little line. I'm going to get as close as possible to show you guys. And if it gets on the lashes, just use your fingers to brush it out. Just like so. It got on my hair a little bit. Oops. And the good thing about this, it dries clear so you won't see it. And it's really quick and easy when it comes to applying your lashes and they stay on. Alright, so now that it looks dry, you want to apply your lashes. Try to do that as quick as possible. And just see how quickly it goes in. It just sticks to your skin. And you don't have to worry about not being close to your eyelash. Because look at how close, like I said, it just sticks right onto it. Alright, so I have my lashes intact. If you guys like this technique, definitely thumbs up because it is much easier. Now we're going to be doing our bottom line. Now we're going to do our bottom lash line. Now you don't have to use any liner or anything if you're not someone who's into that, but today I'm going to use a black liner. Just fill that in. Everybody should know how to do this. Just, it's a little uncomfortable sometimes. And I like to just drag it. So to give it that look as if you did something, but you didn't. Good old Danny mascara again. We're gonna do a mascara, our bottom lashes one last time. And I'm using this lip liner It is by NYX. It is the color dark brown. And just lining my lips with that. They're going with a nude lip gloss or a nude lipstick, and that's what I'm doing. It's a matte lipstick by Kat Von D in the color Ludwig, and it's just it's not a bright nude. It's just, you know, like a pink nude, not too crazy, not too loud. And going in with this lip gloss, this is by Bath and Body Works, and it has a minty smell, which you need when you speak to people. Some people need lip glosses like that. You know, can't be having hot breath. I actually haven't been doing highlight lately, and the reason why is because I don't really feel the need to, but I do highlight my nose just a little bit because this look itself is pretty bright, luminous, and all that. So I'm gonna come back with the finished look so you guys can see it and let me know what you, well, yeah, let me know what you think. All right, so we're going to use our setting spray. The setting spray that I'm using today is the Jeffree Star setting spray, and it is a set and refresh mist, and just going to, all right, so this is our final look. Let's see if it's given what it's supposed to be gave. Yeah. Would you believe that it only took us 20 minutes to get this look? No. And if somebody told you, be like, no it didn't. This is prime time makeup right here. But anyways, don't even know what I'm talking about. But this is the finished look. This is what I do every day to get a flawless, not too much, but you know, keeping it on the eyes, the eyebrow is very easy. If you guys like this video, definitely thumbs up. However, if you guys want to see an affordable or an affordable version of this look, or how to get it without having to use, you know, a Jeffree Star setting powder, which is $53. So you can go ahead and definitely write down below if you would like to see an affordable makeup look and also a skincare routine, because as you can see, my skin has definitely gotten better, and that's because I now have a skin regimen. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely let me know and subscribe down below. And thank you guys for coming back, and stay tuned for the next video. Happy New Year. Bye guys.